Hello there, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this little mini-series, England at the Euros, as we try and deliver international glory with the England national team. Obviously in the last episode, if you have watched it, thank you very much. If you haven't, go along and check it out, it's worth a watch, even though the spoiler alert is right there on the screen. Goalless draw with Portugal. Very entertaining match though, could have gone either way. Today we are up at Hampden taking on Scotland, so we're just going to have a look through now at what's happened in between the Portugal match and the Scotland match, see how the groups are starting to shape up, because I think a couple of them may have played 2 games now, because we're not the first, we're in Group D, so I think A, B and C have all finished 2 rounds. So we'll have a look at that and get into our game. So let's get straight onto it. In Group F, a 2-all draw between Norway and Sweden and a 1-all draw between Germany and Serbia. Serbia were in the lead and then Emre Can equalised for Germany. Here we go into round 2. Slovakia 0, Switzerland 0 and Italy 1, Slovenia 1 in Group A. And in Group B, Denmark beat Albania 3-0. We'll like I say, we'll have a look at the groups just briefly as well, because I can't remember who won their first games, to be honest. Artem Djuba, again, he got a hat-trick in the first game, if I remember rightly. He got another 2, but Russia lost 3-2 to Belgium. France and Holland drew 1-1, and Georgia and Poland drew... Georgia 0, Poland 1. Sorry, I was getting used to draws. So let's have a look at the groups then. We'll go to all groups. Let's get them all up on the screen at once. So we have, what have we got? We've got 3 groups have completed 2 rounds of fixtures. See Group A, Slovenia are ahead of Italy. Belgium are already qualified for the knockouts, and it's basically between Russia and Denmark. France, Netherlands and Poland all with a good chance of getting through. Scotland are top because they beat Bosnia, and obviously we're looking now. If they beat us today, they're through. So we really need to go up to Hampden and beat them. Ireland and Spain are tied, and then Group F, everybody has 1 point after 1 game, so looking really tasty there. Right, the referee today is Daniele Ossato, guessing he's Italian. We have 1 game as well. Czech Republic against Spain are kicking off at the same time as us. Portugal and Bosnia play after us. This is the team we are going with. I've had to make a few changes, and I've made a few as well. Joe Gomez got injured, didn't he, in the last game after 20 minutes? He's out for 5 weeks, so that's the tournament over for him. I brought in Fikayo Tomori to replace him. Now, I did originally put John Stones in, and then I remembered that mistake he made to allow João Felix to get a clean run in on goal, and I decided to drop him. So I've put Fikayo Tomori in. Max Aarons has come in. Then we've got Dele Alli has come in as well, and James Maddison has dropped back, I think. So I think I had Mason Mount in centre mid, didn't I? And we've changed Harry Kane to an advanced forward. I think I had him as a deep line forward, and it doesn't really seem to work that well. So he's back in as an advanced forward. So yeah, I'm confident that we will see this out. Of course, we now only have 11 subs. Don't have a choice in the matter because Joe Gomez is injured. So here are the lineups. We have a couple of players on yellow cards, of course, Chilwell and Maguire. Carlan Grant playing for Scotland. Huddersfield Town striker. Love him at my club. He is really, really good. I knew he was eligible in real life. I'll be very, very surprised if they don't call him up soon. So we're certainly just going to say, I think you've got what it takes. We let Steve Holland do the pre-match, as we tend to do quite a lot. It is hammering it down in Glasgow. Big shock there. So let's hope this is going to be a big, big game. We've got the Czech Republic, of course, playing Spain as well today. That should be a win for Spain. Here we go with an early attack for us. That rain is really piling down. And Max Aarons to Tomori. Henderson, Tomori again. Nice ball out, looking for Chilwell. First time off for Sterling. This is lovely play. Very, very good. The passing style that we've got, of course, is to keep it short, which, looking at the conditions, is the exact what we need to do. And Harry Kane with the header, and he's put it just over, and I have a flying thing going around me here. I don't know if it's cameras picking it up. Apologies for that. I think I've got rid of it. Max Aarons to James Maddison. Back for Tomori. Really good start from us here in the first 10 minutes or so. Max Aarons plays it in. Thought Harry Kane was going to get onto that. He didn't know. Sancho keeps it alive. He's tracking back well. Henderson to Dele Alli. Play forward. Oh, and Sterling's in. Oh, and he scuffed the shot in the conditions. Maybe that was the weather, possibly. Carl and Grant has it here. It's cleared for the corner. That highlight started with a shot and goal, and I didn't even see it coming. It was a brilliant save, though, from Pickford. The corner's going to go in from Ryan Fraser. In it goes, headed away by Tomori. Fredericks gives it back to Fraser. In it goes! And Carl and Grant, I don't like you anymore. He has scored for Scotland and puts the Tartan Army in front. This is not what we expected. It's a really good header, though, but you can see him in the top of the screen there. The centre-backs just leave him alone, and he is never going to miss from that sort of range. Awful, awful defending. And in it goes here, and Harry Kane has scored. Has he? No. Oh, it's offside. VAR has called it back for offside. We see it here. There's 2 or 3 of them that are offside, but none of them were involved in the goal. So how is that given? That is ridiculous. It is half-time and it is Scotland 1, England 0. It's not been a great half in terms of shots on goal. We've passed it around really nicely, but it's not been brilliant. One thing I should say is that I am adding the commentary in after the match. I did record it as normal, but for some reason the match sounds, which weren't recording before, have all of a sudden decided to record, and they drown me out totally. So I've had to edit the highlights down and then bring up the game. So hopefully my acting skills are up to scratch. Unfortunately, it's going to be like this for 2 or 3 episodes because I'd recorded loads and it happened. So here's Ben Chilwell, plays it in. Harry Kane scores, and the England fans at that end of the stadium are in raptures as the England captain brings us back level and silences the Scottish fans. Lovely ball out from Dele Alli, and Ben Chilwell on his right foot plays it in, and Harry Kane on his left foot puts it in the back of the net. What a goal, what a start to the second half. It's just what we needed. And are we on the attack here? No, it's Ryan Fraser playing it out for Burke. Oh, he had the runner ahead of him there and he didn't use him, but he has played it in now for Robertson. Infield to Fraser, in it goes, headed away. McTominay, will he hit one? No, gives it to Fraser. Played in, and Ollie Burke. Oh, don't know what happened there. Pickford was confident, he let it go. Maddison to Aarons, headed on. That was not good. Robertson hits it down the line. Ryan Fraser, long ball over the top, and Griffiths is in. This could be 2-1, and Pickford denies him with a big, big save. The home team should have been in front there. Max Aarons now. Gives it to Sancho, whipped in. Oh, Harry Kane doesn't get to it. Henderson! Over the top from Jordan Henderson. So you can see we've made a couple of changes. Chilwell and Maddison have gone off. Shaw and Winks on, but Grant is away down the right-hand channel here. Holds it up well, gives it to Forrest. Brilliant save, Jordan Pickford. Brilliant, brilliant save from the Everton man. And Ryan Fraser will take the corner. It's headed away. Forrest back to Fraser. In it goes, headed away. Fraser was offside. And we are on the attack now. We've got 22 and a bit minutes to go. Oh, what a horrible back pass, Sterling! How has he missed that? Raheem Sterling should have scored. That's an absolute shocker of a miss as the ball's played in there, and Harry Kane's header is a comfortable save for Clark. That should... Oh, how did Sterling miss? He was on a plate for Sterling and he has missed it. But we are on the attack again. We're starting to assert ourselves. We've weathered a little bit of a Scottish storm and we are the better team now. Winks forward for Sterling. Dele Alli. Henderson, Winks, Sterling, lovely move. Kane shot blocked. Shaw's in! Fires it wide. Big, big miss. Clark forward. We've got the ball back again though. They have not really, since the start of the second half, they had a couple of efforts, that Lee Griffiths one in particular. Since then it has been all England, and Shaw with a brilliant run down the left gives it to Tammy Abraham, who is our final substitute. He came on for Sancho. Here's Winks to Henderson, and Sterling moved across the other way. Kane! Just wide from Harry Kane. We moved Sterling across to the right, and Tammy Abraham is on as the inside forward because he can play that role, and he's really, really good at it, to be fair. It's not his natural role. He's a striker, obviously, but he plays it pretty well. Ooh, we've given the ball away there. Played across. Fraser. Oh, and Max Aarons has stolen it. He's away. Max Aarons plays it into the box. Tammy Abraham with the header. towered above the fullback, but he couldn't get it on target. It was a long, long way wide. But we are on the attack again. We have been by far the better team. We'd only had 5 shots in the first half, and we have just absolutely destroyed Scotland in this second half, but we haven't put enough on target. 4 shots out of 16 on target, so not good enough. Here's Max Aarons to Winks. Can we get a late winner? Luke Shaw, we are into stoppage time. It's Dele Alli, Harry Winks, across for Max Aarons. Henderson, and there's the shot, and what a save! What a save from Clark, but I think there was an offside in the build-up. Harry Kane, I think, and it looks like it's going to finish with our second draw of the group stage, which is a bit disappointing, but it's not the worst result ever, and there is the final whistle. It does end in a draw. We probably should have won it, but I think you could probably say it was a fair result in the end. We are going to tell the boys, though, that we're not happy because we should have won that game. It wasn't really good enough, in fairness. And Portugal have beaten Bosnia, Ruben Diaz and Cristiano Ronaldo with the goals, which means that Portugal and Scotland now have 4 points each and we have 2. But, of course, it is kind of still in our hands, isn't it? Because we've had draws against both Portugal and Scotland, so there is no head-to-head between us. So if that game ended in a draw and we beat Bosnia, we would go. All we need to do is beat Bosnia and we go through, because we'll finish above one of or both of Portugal and Scotland. So it is still in our own hands. If we beat Bosnia, we're through. We need to play a lot better, though. I quite like the tactic that we've got set up. I don't really understand why it's not working properly. It looks okay to me. The problem is, look at this. No Ben Chilwell, no Harry Maguire for the Bosnia game. Thankfully, it's Bosnia and it isn't Portugal. They've both picked up yellow cards in the opening 2 games. How unlucky is that I've lost Joe Gomez to injury and I've now lost Harry Maguire as well. We are going into that game with Tomori and Stones as our centre-backs and with no centre-backs on the bench. I took 4 to the tournament thinking that'd be plenty. I think I probably should have taken 5 with hindsight, but you only have 23 players, don't you? You've got to make a decision. You've got to trim the squad somewhere. So it all rests on the next episode as to how far this series goes. We are basically now in the knockout stages already after 2 games and 3 videos. So yeah, come back and join me, guys. Remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe as well. Stay tuned to the channel for the rest of the content when the main FM20 comes out and the full game is released. Get in the description for links to my Twitter, and I will see you again very soon for this huge match against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Hope you'll join me for it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, bye-bye.